Neat.
Now, the interesting thing, another interesting thing, is the multi-monitor desktop resolution. So if you have more than one monitor,
You tie them together.
you're actually most likely to be running ultra wide
Yeah.
1080p, which might just be two monitors sitting next to each other at 1080p. Yeah, that's two monitors next to each other.
I really dislike these guys.
Oh, geez, what does my multi-monitor desktop resolution look like? I've got two different sized monitors. Well, no, I've got two 1440p monitors and then a 4K monitor, which is actually a TV.
Yeah.
So what does that look like on the resolution? It's not, you can't, I don't think you can just assign one resolution to that. It's like a six-sided box. What?
I don't know if that's how multi-monitor resolutions are counted.
Well, okay, then explain why the multi-monitor desktop resolution, the highest percentage is 1080p ultra-wide.
As in, like,
As in
how it
3840 by
actually-
1080. It's just listed as 3840 by 1080.
I'm just curious as to how it actually counts what is an ultra wide and what is just multi-monitor. Like, I use two 1080p
Well,
monitors. Like, does it count
yeah.
me on? Does it count me as a 1080p user, or does it count me as a multi-monitor resolution?
Well, so there's primary display resolution, and you'd be listed under 1080p there because your primary display is 1080p. But under your multi-monitor desktop resolution,
yeah, but I don't use multi-monitor in anything other than
no, but it's your
having an
hardware.
extra
It's not the
space.
games. It's your hardware. It's just looking at your hardware.
Okay. I'm just curious if it would count me as multi-monitor or as 1080p, or if it would double me and use me in both categories. That's my question. How does it actually count the statistics?
There's no way to know because you can't see what your results were.
I wonder if there's an answer to that in the FAQ.
I can look for that.
Because that might be answered in the FAQ somewhere, or listed in some sort of page. Can you stop this? Like, this guy is so annoying. I can kill him, but he blocks like 90% of the attacks. He'll just stand there with his defense up. There's that chest, wherever that is. Is that it? No, Castle and Bridge. A bunch of these I actually didn't get these. Oh. and then I need to go back in there again on that one as well. I assume you haven't been able to find it yet.
No, I can't find any sort of explanation.
Your quarters. Burial gardens. Air quarters, yeah. Sounds good. Let me just. Yeah.
Sorry, I just saw an article saying, hey, Costco's got Switch 2 bundles.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, except, you know, I love the tariffs.
Yeah.
Guess how much they're selling them for?
How much?
$750.
Oh, no. I think it'll be a while before I get one of those.
Yeah, see, here I was thinking, oh, I can afford, I'll be able to afford $500 after 3 months of saving.
Yeah.
I don't think I can afford that.
We'll see.
Why are we doing this?
Why are we doing what?
Just this.
Oh. It is many answers that are all given that are more or less inaccurate and not quite on point. I don't know.
It's also out of, well, it's probably out of stock because it's not available yet. That's a weird way to do that, but
yeah. I saw somewhere that like some GameStops are expected to have like 100. I don't know if
I mean, I'm gonna try to avoid GameStop this time. I mean, I went to GameStop for my Switch 1, but
yeah. Yeah, I mean, we'll see. I think Nintendo, well, do we have hardware specs on the Switch 2 yet?
yeah.
Okay.
Wait, I don't know if we've got full hardware specs, but we've got its capabilities.
Yeah, I mean, hey, if it's, what was it, 120 FPS or is it 140 or something?
Yeah, no, it can. Some games will be able to run at 120, which is great.
I think that's great.
It might be a, I think I can also run 4K, but not at the same time. It'll be like, you know, 1080p, 120, or
I
4K,
think it's 4K
60.
docked.
Yes, only docked. The screen, the Switch 2's screen itself is 1080p.
Yeah, it's 4K, up to 4K docked, but I think it will be 60.
Yeah, it's probably 4K 60 or 1080 120. Which, you know, that's like every other console right now, so it's fine.
Yeah. That's fine.
No, but just like, yeah, just spend $750 on a console and a game, and if you want that Pro controller, that'll be another $110.
Now the controllers are. I do like to do in a GameCube Pro controller.
I bought a controller that is a suitable replacement last year, which has been pretty good.
What do you mean, replacement for the Pro Controller?
GameCube controller.
Oh. Nice.
Yeah, by suitable replacement, I mean it's GameCube layout, Hall effect sticks, all the buttons where you'd expect them, aside from the bonus buttons.
Even the C
feels. It's the C stick is yellow.
Nice. That's very nice.
It's a little nub. It's not just another stick. Like it's faithful. It's not gonna be the dead-on GameCube controller that Nintendo's selling. But it is faithful. It feels like a GameCube controller.
I like that. These defending enemies are really annoying.
Well, and your chicken's not giving them a chance to stop blocking, so.
Yeah. I just don't think you should have enemies like that in the game regardless. It's just frustrating. Because you can have situations like out of control. Unless you see someone in the chicken. Oh, I guess something I didn't bring up earlier when we were talking about books, but I left a review for like a story I found. It was like really like not really recognized or like not very high view counts or like followers or something. But I left like an advanced review on Row, which is like give like in-depth like discussion as to like, you know, story, grammar, characters, all that. And I ended up becoming a beta reader for the author's next story.
Hey, that's cool.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I mean, I'm not going to talk about it, anything other than it exists. But yeah, I mean, it's the first time actually me being a beta reader for something. And, I think it's going pretty well, and I enjoy looking at the inner side of a story. Going a little bit back and forth sometimes with the author.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah. Basically, I just they post the chapters into like a Google Doc that I have access to, and basically I just kind of go through and ask questions. It's like, okay, well, what's this going on here? Why is this a thing? Or like, why is this way? Like, I'm totally confused as to why this is a thing. And that's really all I do. I mean, unless they want like further feedback as to what specifically I'm being confused for, they just want like here's a question mark section, here's a I like this section, here's a that's a cool section. Yeah, it's been pretty cool. Yeah, I could have brought that up earlier, but
That's all good. They were talking about some major books.
Major books, yeah. I guess I spoke about this a little bit earlier, but I really wish NVIDIA would choose whether or not they, well, I guess they kind of have chosen whether or not they're going, we're doing AI now, or if they're doing graphics cards.
Oh no, they're doing AI graphics cards.
I know, but that's not.
Well, graphics are less important. AI cards now.
Yeah, they're doing AI cards now. I just hope that Intel makes some cool stuff, because if AMD could be competition, which they aren't a whole lot of.
Well, they just, for some reason, they decided not to really compete this year.
Yeah, they just decided not to really compete. I don't know why. But hopefully
they would have killed it.
They would have
killed it if they had at least made an 80 class.
They would have.
But I think their high end is only as good as a 70 class. For NVIDIA.
Yeah, I think maybe they didn't know. Maybe the secrets were kept a little too close to the chest and they couldn't figure it out. What NVIDIA was going to do, because I think if they had known,
even if that's true, their high end card is only about as good as a 4080.
Oh, see. The
Or actually, no, because of how tiny the generation to generation uplift on this series was. It's probably actually only as good as a 4070/5070. Probably 50. I mean, like, right? If there was like a 4070, if there was a 4070 Ti, there was a 4070 Super, right?
4070 Super, I think so.
Yeah, so like the card would have been about as good as a 4070 Super or a 5070.
I really would like.
There's tiers above that they just didn't compete in this time, and I really hope that next thing they launch.
Might be a while.
I mean, yeah, probably, but because they just launched their new stuff. Like their next launch, I really hope they've got a top tier card because I'm not going NVIDIA this time.
So the thing that needs to happen is they need to compete. They need to be actually competition for NVIDIA. Because NVIDIA has been just running away with the market for like a long while now. Intel is kind of just there. AMD is like the alternative, but it's like not even close.
Well, that's the thing, right? So Intel's second card is actually competitive, but their class is like the 60 and 50 tier. Yeah. Nothing higher.
I want Intel to go further.
Well, yeah. I mean, we might see it in the next. We might see it in their next generation.
On it.
We might.
So I actually, I really like the names that the Intel cards have. Like,
yeah,
I think they have like it's the Archmage card or the Archmage series?
Alchemist.
Oh, the Alchemists. Like
and then
like
Battle Mage.
Battle Mage, that's the one. I really want them to just keep leaning into that, because if they have a super competitive card that is like high end, and that's like, do you want the NVIDIA RTX like hallucinating frames like 6060 or like the 6080 or whatever, or do you want the Intel like Grandmaster Monk?
Well, here's the thing: is that that's going to have multiple tiers as well.
It will, but I hope they don't go AI and then they go for hard raw performance.
That ship has sailed. They're going to have AI.
No,
it's going to be how well the card performs without turning it on. That's going to be important.
The ship has sailed, I guess. AI is the future, regardless of what the artist behind Ghibli wants.
Yeah. We're not ready for the AI.
We're not, no.
In these cards, like it's like the Monster Hunter example, where it's being used as a crutch instead of for proper optimization.
It's being used as a crutch, and it's being used as a support crutch. Like it isn't done well, and it's being used as a crutch to cover for the optimization, which is horrendous. And so altogether, it's overall pretty bad.
Yeah, here's hoping Wilds is just a one-off, and they actually fix it.
I think they will.
But I have seen talk that Capcom chose the wrong engine as well.
I saw that too, yeah.
Like
I don't get it.
Rise did fine.
Rise did fine. Rise was limited because it was releasing on Switch.
Yeah, that's the thing, right? Is that it was optimized for Switch.
Yeah.
So of course it's going to run well on a gaming computer.
And that's okay. But you could just beef it up a little bit.
But the thing is that that's the same engine. I believe Rise was also using RE Engine. So,
I mean,
I don't know.
The vast difference between those two, I don't know if that was like just because it was made for Switch that they just actually took into account the hardware and trying to make it run well. Because I think you're gonna have to do that for any Switch game.
Well, that's what happened, because it was made for Switch first and then ported later.
Yeah. I'm very disappointed that I can't play it because it's so poorly optimized that I can't even potato it. I would be willing to potato it too because it's Monster Hunter. You know what? I might play Gen Ultimate. Because
just do what I did and go back in time to when there was a flash sale yesterday for Rise plus Sunbreak on Steam for $18.
I have that. I have it on Steam. I got it a while back when it was on sale, I think.
Well, you time traveled more than I did.
I did time travel more than you. I have it on Steam.
But yeah, no, Rise and Sunbreak was $18 yesterday. I forget what site it was on. But I got it.
Yeah, I actually started it up again, and I made a new character because I think I started a character a while back. I wanted to lean into a different weapon. Just so like my original thought, and this was quite ambitious, was to learn all of the weapons. Which I don't think I'll be able to learn them all, but I'll be able to pick a couple that I really want to learn, and enough to know how to play with the other. That's what I wanted to do. But then I got distracted by other things, and then, you know, I don't know, just lots of other things happened. And then I got caught up in books, and then I read Wind and Truth, and then I played Render Story. I'll get to it. But I am severely disappointed in Capcom as to allowing that to happen with Monster Hunter. And hopefully it does not continue, and hopefully it is not as bad as Pokemon ends up being, where the greatness in the past was marred by.
No, it's gonna be. No, it's as much as we're ragging on it, it actually does still manage to run better than Pokemon.
It does.
I can keep a consistent 50 FPS, which is better than Pokemon.
Yeah. Which, to be honest, Pokemon sets the bar very far underground.
They did dig up the bar and bury it, which is really impressive, considering. Like,
very impressive.
Let's Go's right there. Like that bar was above ground.
The bar was above ground. In fact, they should.
Like I said, they dug a hole and buried the bar. Like they had it above ground.
Yeah, they had it above ground. Very frustrating. But any long-time viewer would understand that we've ragged on Pokemon the very large amount, and it is reasonable and completely sane to do so. You should not question it. There it is. What do I need to do? Hopefully it isn't to keep things alive again.
I still don't know that you ever got that chest.
I don't think I did. There's like 3 or 4 chests I still have to get on the normal level, and then their counterparts on the hard level.
Yeah.
This fire weapon is really nice.
Okay, that's spicy. Let's see it.
What's up?
Stupid.
What's?
I'm not gonna give it any more attention.
Fair.
By giving it more attention and telling you about it, that will do exactly what they want. Probably. Yeah. It's a definite clickbait article, so I'm gonna just stop it there.
Yeah.
I'm not even gonna tell you who published it, what it's about, nothing.
Okay.
Just because that would be playing right into their hand.
Probably. That's something we need to. Well, I say we, but like the gaming community as a whole has to turn on gaming journalism because it's been very not for the people. It's been for the clickbait for a while, long while, and they're getting replaced by YouTubers. for doing long form, full in depth criticism and review content, and I think it was a good thing. I just wish that they realized, because they could have done so much good for the industry, but then they decide to give everything a 7 or 8 out of 10 minimum, and they can't be trusted. It's very unfortunate. And the most unfortunate thing is that the developers and publishers and stuff look towards them for how games are being received when it is inaccurate to the audience. And that's probably why a lot of more recent games have been massive flops overall, is because they just don't listen to accurate marketing information regarding the audience and what the audience wants or likes. Very, very unfortunate.
I don't know. I think there's probably a deeper issue that caused that in the first place.
Oh, most certainly. But it doesn't stop the fact that if everyone stopped paying them as much greed as they, or as much, with as much value as they want themselves to be portrayed as, like if developers and publishers stopped using them in the capacity as to market viewpoint, then they would have to solve themselves or be done with it.
You know, there's a way to get around them blocking. No, you don't?
No, I don't. Unless it's something that I haven't been doing. I mean, I'm out of bombs.
Today. You haven't been doing it today.
This? No.
No?
You mean the ultimate skill?
No.
No, I don't know. But
what counters block? Block counters punch. What counters block?
Not magic, because that doesn't work.
Magic is also punch.
Like, you mean the ultimate skill, right?
Nope, that is your super. Your super is a bunch of big punches.
I got it.
You got nothing?
Nope.
No ideas?
No bombs? No super? No.
Bomb is a projectile attack, but it's still a punch. It's a ranged punch.
I forgot about that. No, I don't. Oh, you mean like maybe just tell me to grab them and throw them?
Grab beats block.
Okay. That's good.
It is rock, paper, scissors. Punch beats grab. Block beats punch. Grab beats block.
This is always amusing. I like that. I wish it was used more often.
Right.
Yeah, we're gonna go turn these in.
Blaze gear.
I guess you can take a break.
Such a shame.
Welcome to the Hunters Guild.
You know, we do have to at least be appreciative that we are before the cyberpunk era,
All right.
and hopefully before Skynet.
All right.
But we shall see about that one. Skynet will be soon.
Wait, did you not donate? What
I
happened?
didn't. I was looking at this.
Oh.
Magic energy won't be consumed while at full HP. That's actually really nice.
It's really good. You just have to not get hit.
Yeah. Or be at full HP and just constantly just shove food in the face.
But ideally, don't get hit. That's
Ideally-
really good if you're going for
ideally don't get hit.
platinums.
Yeah.
If you're going for
Like a lot
platinum
of-
medals.
Ammonites, 300 penny. 980 penny. Thesaurus body. 10,000 penny. Have to be on display as a national. No less than 180 penny. 20,000 penny. 1480 penny. Which guys did you find this? 15,800 penny. Black Pearl. Wait, how did I get a whole ship in here?
Wrong Black Pearl.
I mean, no, it's the right Black Pearl. What are you talking about? It's the only Black Pearl.
Is it the only Black Pearl that matters?
No. 30,000
And
penny.
you
That's
call
actually
yourself a Falcom fan.
well, those aren't isn't referred to as the Black Pearl.
Go take a look at it.
What?
Go take a look at it.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
It should hopefully jog your memory. No, we're in Bone Land.
Now we're in
I think
Fishland.
it's going Baflor or something.